Yeah, so Duty was sharing what causes stress. Kanak, you want to share anything that you think causes stress?
I think when you overbook yourself, or if people are like if you have peer pressure, that can also cause a lot of stress.
Yes. Anes, you want to share anything that you think causes stress?
Maybe you haven't finished your work in time and you have to do it really fast.
Yes. And sometimes even, if you're made to do things that you don't like, sometimes parents can do that, right? Put you in classes that you don't enjoy. That can also cause stress. Okay. All right. I think you all have perfectly lined out some of the common causes of stress at your age. Okay, so what Anjana has shared in the previous session, some really easy stress busters. I think we'll continue on that. We will build up a little bit more. But before that, just in a couple of minutes, I want to talk about the organization. So welcome to Wholistic Health Alliance Community Seminar or Workshop. Wholistic Health Alliance is a nonprofit that is committed to building healthy communities. So we bring holistic practitioners like Anjana, Chennagiri to the community and tell the community, we have somebody like Anjana right here in the middle of us. And this is what she's offering. And this is how it can be useful to you, right? This is very helpful to know, correct? Otherwise, if you don't know, then you are, getting bothered by this frequent stress that you feel, but you don't know what to do about it. And everything should not be treated by a chemical drug. Do you all agree? There are other things we can do. So Holistic Health Alliance is all about highlighting those non-medical or non-drug measures, which are often free, right? You're not paying anything for this, and you can do it yourself. You can open your lungs, you can increase your breath, and you can learn different techniques of breathing differently or just stretching in a way that releases out the stress, right? So that is the goal. And I just want to quickly just share the screen to show the join us flyer. So if anybody is a holistic practitioner who is watching this, you can see who can join. And even if you're a supporter, you can join. And then we also have a youth initiative. And as youth, I would like you to look at this also. So you can join as a youth brigade member. We give volunteer hours, and we have 2 youth projects going on right now. One of them is on teen mental health initiative. In fact, this is also a page on Instagram that you can look up, Teen Mental Health Initiative, and you can start following and see what this youth group is doing. So you're very welcome to go online on holistichealthalliance.org, starting with the W. Everybody's seen the website here, right at the bottom. Feel free to join the Youth Brigade. We have about 40 kids across different states. All right, so with that, we will get started. Anjana, I would invite you to just say a few words about yourself and also share your website URL.
Yes. Hi, guys. Some of you know me. Most of you here know me, but I would like to introduce myself briefly. So I am a yoga educator, instructor, and a certified trainer, and I love teaching yoga to the community. And it has myriad of health benefits, and it is just one of the best way to keep yourself healthy, strong, both physically and mentally. So I love yoga, and I want more and more people to practice yoga. And that's what I preach, and I encourage everybody to do. And more importantly, I want the youth to practice this beautiful tradition that we have, because it's very important to keep your mind, your thoughts, and your actions very clear and without confusion, so you can make better judgments and decisions in your life. So you guys, all of you here today, you are all kids, but eventually you're going to become grown-ups, and you're going to become leaders, you're going to become decision makers, you're going to run big companies, you're going to run probably the whole world. So you guys have to be in a position to make better decisions and take actions that is fair for the whole community that you are serving. Okay, so yoga helps you with that. Meditation, yoga, breathing, the all the mindfulness practices. These are all the things that you can incorporate in your everyday life, so you can be better students right now, and eventually when you grow up, you can be better citizens of the world. Okay, so that's my mission, and that is what I try to do through my company called Yogami Kids. Yogami is origami for your body. Okay, you're twisting and turning. So that's what I do. And it's great to see some of you join me today. And Anais is my one-on-one student. She's learning yoga with me from so many months. So that's good. You're on mute, Anais.
I started yoga in January or December, I think.
Yeah, yes. So that's good. So yes, so with that, I would like to talk. We already spoke a little bit about stress and why we get stressed, what causes stress. And last time, I think Dr. Pratibha here told us that it is something that happens to us from external force. Remember, she said it's an engineering term. It's something that happens from the external and that affects us internally. So we can manage that, right? We don't have to let everything that is happening around us affect your body and your mind. So we can take care of that through breathing, through some poses today, and we can beat that stress. What do you think? Yes? Okay, awesome. So with that, we can start today's practice. Okay.
Oh, I think Anais has something to say.
Oh, okay. Sorry, what is it? Anais? She's typing.
No, she's unmuting.
Oh, unmuting.
I didn't mean to press that.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, girls. So if you all are ready, take a good, like set your camera in such a way so I can see both your head all the way until your legs, and sit in easy pose. Okay. So we are going to start by doing something called as 3-part breathing. Okay. Excuse me. So when we say, I think most of you have heard this before. Your teachers might say this, your parents might say this, or you might be hearing this everywhere. Whenever you're stressed, they say, take a deep breath, take a deep breath. You'll be okay, right? So what does it mean? What does it mean taking a deep breath? How long have you taken, and what are some of the muscles that you use, or what are some of the things that you use in your body to take deep breaths? So that's what we will be trying to learn today in the beginning. Okay, so it is called as 3-part breath, or it's called also called as the full body breath, or it's called the yogic breathing. Okay, so we are going to start with that. So you guys are sitting nice I'm tall in the easy pose. I'm going to set my space here. Okay. So all of you can start by sitting in simple, easy pose. Okay. And remember, whenever we are sitting, we want to sit with a nice, tall spine. So we don't want to be slouched. We want to be erect, tall. Roll your shoulders back. And imagine there is a string. Okay. Pull the string up. Make your body nice and tall. And sit up straight. So the moment you sit nice and tall, you already feel confident and better. Okay, our body language plays a lot of role in how our mood is, how it affects our mood. So if you're all like this, you will also feel down and lazy. But if you sit up erect, you're already a little energized and cheered up. Okay, so we're going to start by sitting tall. Now I want all of you to hold this mudra called the Jnana mudra or the chin mudra. Okay, the thumb and the pointer connect, and all the other three fingers come together. Okay. Very simple. So this symbol helps you to regulate your thoughts, mind, and keep you focused. So we're going to start by doing the chin mudra. Okay, so that palms facing up and on your knees. Bring your hands on the knees. Okay. Sit up nice and tall. Okay. Now I talked about the 3-part breath. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. But before that, I want you to just simply breathe through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Okay. Let's begin. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. As though you're blowing out a candle. Okay, one more time. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. And one more time. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Good. So now you can relax. So now we don't know how deep we were able to breathe, okay? But with this 3-part breathing, we can actually go deep into our, we can access the diaphragm, which is right here, okay, below the lungs. That helps the lungs to move, expand and contract, okay? So that's what we are gonna try. So first, take your palms and make like a diamond shape like this, or a triangle. Turn it upside down, bring it on your belly. Okay, this is the first part. You want your shoulders to be relaxed. I have my little friend here. She can join too if you want. Tiana, you want to come on the mat? Okay. So now what we are going to do, we are going to breathe deeply into our bellies. So you want your belly to expand as you breathe in and push deep inward as you exhale. Okay, let's try that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Squeeze your abdomen in and exhale all the air that you have. Let's go one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, can you now? Sorry about that. Okay, one more time. Breathe in and a breath out. Okay, that's the first part. Now let's go for the second part. Hold your hand or right, the lowest part of your rib. You have to feel the ribs on the side here. Okay, that's where you have to hold. And when you breathe in, you want to feel the breath expanding sideways the rib cage expanding sideways and going back down as you exhale. Okay, let's start with the breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. One more breath in. See how the rib cage expands. That's what you want to feel. And breath out. Good. That's the second part. The first part is the abdomen. And then we went on to our rib cage on our side. And now we are going to bring our hands. So you can make a butterfly like this, okay, with your arms, butterfly arms, and you can just place it on your chest like this. Okay. So when you breathe in, you will feel your chest expand, rising up. And then when you breathe out, you're feeling the chest collapse going down. Okay, let's try that. Just right here on your chest. Don't hold your shoulders. Drishti. You can just bring it nicely in the middle. Yeah, just like this. Okay, good. Breath in. Breath out. One last time. Breath in. And a breath out. Good. So that is your 3-part breath. Okay. So it's a good, it's like a good tip to have, to remember. If you're overwhelmed, if you're doing too many things, you can just take a minute break. You can sit in a space in a small corner and just do the 3-part breathing. All it takes is like 60 seconds and you'll feel better. Yeah, something to remember. Okay. All right. So now we are going to do some of the yoga poses that will help you with feeling calmer. It's called restorative poses. Okay. It's going to calm your nervous system down. And one of the most famous, you must have heard of this pose. It's called it is called as the child's pose. Okay. So when you think of a child's pose, you want to think that it's inside the womb, feeling safe and secure and calm and warm. Okay. So that's what the child's pose does. So if you're feeling super tired or if you want to relax, you can always go into child's pose. So shall we practice the child's pose? It's very easy and I love this. So you want to come on your knees and sit on your heels. Okay. Sit on your heels. Good. And spine straight. All right. Good. So you don't curl your toes. Make your feet flat. And sit on your heels. Good. Okay. Now you can interlace your fingers. So you grab your left wrist, right wrist with your left hand, like that. Okay. Now, when I say inhale, you lift your neck up and breathe in. And when I say exhale, you can go down and bring your head down. So first we will do the breathing practice, then we will stay in the child's pose for 5 counts. Okay, let's do a couple of times. Okay, breathe in, inhale. Exhale. I'm sorry, I'm getting the cough. Again, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale this time. Stay there. Stay down. And you can let go of your hands Put it on the floor. And just stay there. Bring your forehead down on the floor. And I'm going to count to 5. Until I finish counting, you have to stay there, okay? You can take both your hands behind you. Don't have to hold it. You can leave it on the floor, but take it back, okay? Good. We're staying there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Slowly you can come back. Good job. So that was one great pose which will help you to relax completely. Okay, but you have to practice doing that. Remember to do the pose when you're feeling overwhelmed. Okay, for that one. So the next pose is bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Okay, so I know most of you know the bridge pose, right? So feet flat on the mat and then lie down on your back. Good. Now you want to bring your feet closer to your butt. You should be able to barely touch, like, you know, little bit you have to touch the heels. You should be able to touch the heels. Okay, good. So there can be a little distance between your feet. That's good. Okay. Now all you have to do is look up, or you can look here or towards your chest and press the mat. And as I say, inhale, you have to lift up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down slowly. One more time. Breathe in, go up. Breathe out, come down. One more time. Breathe in, go up. Breathe out, come down. Good. Now this time you're going to go up and hold the pose, but you're breathing normally. Okay, breathe in, go up. Stay there. I'm going to count to 5, or no, I'm going to count 8. Lift your butts, hips up more. Press the mat with your fingers. Nice. 1, 2. Don't take off your hand. Keep holding the floor. 3. Lift up, lift up. If you keep going down, you have to lift up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go up, up, up. And slowly come down. Very nice. Good. That was a bridge pose, which is also very calming. Okay. You can use bridge pose. So at the end of the class, I will ask you a quiz, so you guys can remember what poses you can use to beat the stress. Okay. So there's a bridge pose. The next one is called forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Anywhere, think of this, anywhere you're putting your head down or your head is below the heart, that's where you feel relaxed. Okay. So stretch your legs out. This is a very simple forward bend. Okay, but you have to sit straight. Toes flexed. Toes are not moving, they are flexed, pointing towards you. Okay, good. Now, when I say breathe in, raise your arms up. And
Sorry to butt in, Anjana. Anais, if it's okay, you can stop your video because I feel, you know, uh, because of the dress, I think it's either you wear a leggings or something
Nice.
because this is being recorded, Peter. So, thank you.
All right. Or you can turn the other way if you want. All right. Good. Now, as you breathe in, raise your arms up. And as you breathe out, you can try to touch the floor. But the more important thing here is to just drop your head down and just stay there. Don't worry about touching the toes. If you are touching the ankles or your shin, that's fine too. But just bring your head down and stay there. Okay. One more time. Breathe in. Raise your arms up. Breathe out. And bring your head. One more time. Breathe in. Raise your arms up. And this time when we breathe out, we are going to stay there for 5 counts. Exhale, come down. And stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you breathe in, raise your arms up. Good. And exhale, hands to the side. And you can come back and sit in easy pose. Okay. How is it going? Good? Okay. Awesome. Now, we will do something a little bit more energizing. Okay, we'll actually practice the sun salutation. Have you guys heard of sun salutation? Surya Namaskars? Yes? Drishti? What do you know about sun salutation? Have you practiced it before? Go ahead.
Oh, I was supposed to do it.
No. Do you know anything about sun salutation?
Yeah.
Okay. Anais, you want to say something? Okay. All right. Okay. So let's practice something called sun salutations. Okay. So when you practice sun salutations, you're taking up a lot of space. Okay. And the moves are big. So you're taking big steps and taking your arms, really opening your heart and lungs. So that kind of a movement helps you to feel energized. It will put you into good mood, and it will also build a lot of confidence and boost your mental strength. Okay, so that's one of the biggest, greatest benefits of doing Surya Namaskar or sun salutations. And it has 12 steps. So I will teach you, and I hope you can remember all of the steps. Okay, should we start? So let's start by standing up. Please excuse my cough. It's been there and it's... Okay. So the first step is we will be standing in mountain pose. And this is the step we are going to, this is the starting step. Samasthiti, this is called as. Samasthiti means equal pose, equal weight distributed on both left and right. Okay, starting here. This is step number 1. Now, step number 2, Urdhva Hastasana, which is just taking your arms all the way up and staying there. Step number 3, bringing your palms down, slowly bending and touching the floor. You can go as deep as you can. If you cannot touch the floor, hold your ankles or anything. But if you can touch the floor, you can touch the floor. That's step number 3. Okay, step number 4, you take one big step back and come into this lunge position. So we're going to do this version today. We are not going to raise our arm. If you want, okay, Anais can do it. Yes, she can. You can also go like this. Anjana. Okay. Good. Now bringing your hands down again and taking the other leg back to plank position. Come to this position, step number 5. Okay, now here, drop your knees and your chest without bringing your belly down. You can lift up your belly and look down. Okay. And now come to Cobra. Bhujangasana. Good. Now Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bending your knees and lifting up. Like that. Now bringing one big step forward to the lunge position again and taking your arms up. Good. And bringing your hands down and taking that back leg forward. And taking your arms all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And hands back into Samasthiti. So that's all the steps of Surya Namaskar. Okay, so let's practice this. You have to do this so you remember the steps. Okay, let's begin. Start here, Samasthiti. Good. Now, arms up. Good. Arms down. Bend your head. Take one big step back to lunge and you can raise your arms up. Okay, good. Now bring your hands down and take that leg back to plank posture. And now bring your knees down, chest down, chin down. And inhale, lift your chest up to Cobra. Good job. And now bend your knees, feet flat, go to downward facing dog. And now big one step back to lunge. Step forward to lunge, raise your arms. And bring your hands down. And bring your other leg forward, touch the floor, bend your head. And as you breathe in, raise your arms up. And breathe out, come back to Samasthiti. Okay, so when you practice this, you can do it n number of times. You can do 5 times, 10 times, and there are days like summer solstice, or if you have heard of the International Yoga Day, they do it 108 times non-stop. Okay, it's very good. It's energizing, but the more number of times you practice this, it's great. It's good for you. Okay, so this time we'll do one last time. Same thing. Okay, let's start. Come on, Anais. So I'm gonna just tell the cues and you guys try to remember, okay? Samasthiti, stand together with your hands in this Namaskara Mudra. Okay, now breathe in, arms up. Breathe out. What do you have to do? Touch the floor. Breathe in, take one big step back. So you keep switching legs. If you take the right leg back, now take the left leg back and lunge. Good. Now the other step for others, take the other leg back to plank. And now drop your knees and your chin and your chest on the floor. And as you inhale, come to Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Good. Almost done. Exhale, bend your knees and go to Adho Prashanasana. And bring one big step forward to lunge again. Thumbs up. And hands down. Step forward. Touch the floor. Bend your head. And inhale. Arms all the way up. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Whew. How are you guys feeling? Tired? Okay. So now we will do some relaxing poses. Okay. So let's sit back in simple butterfly, Baddha Konasana. Okay, this is very easy. All you have to do is try to grab your feet with your hand. Sit up nice and tall and just bring your knees up and down 5 or 6 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Now, this time, lie down on your back again. Okay. Good. Now what we are going to do, we are going to bring our knees to chest and hug our knees. Okay. So just imagine you're like a ball or a toy, just rock side to side. See, most of the time we don't do these poses, do we? Or you girls must be, I don't know. But as adults, we don't do this. But when we get yoga, this is a chance to have fun and be like a small kid and rock back and forth. Okay, do it like 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now bring your hands on the floor and lift your feet up towards the ceiling. Okay, if you need support, you can grab hold of your hands. Okay, just using your hands to hold your legs and just relax your feet. Stay in this pose. Try to be straight. Don't take it all the way back. Okay, just a little bit. Like think of your body is making an L shape. Yeah, like that. Nice. Let's stay there. Okay, stay there for 5 counts. 1. Try to straighten your knees. Think that you're making a footprint with on the ceiling using your feet. 2, 3. Oh, both legs. Nice. 4. Don't lift your head up, head straight. And last one, 5. And slowly bring both your legs down on the mat. Good. Excellent. Okay, now let's come on the belly. There are so many poses that we can do to feel calm while lying on our belly. Okay, some of these you might already do it. in your room. So remember, sometimes we read a book and we go this. Isn't this fun? You do this when you're relaxed, right? Not when you're super stressed. So you just do this a couple of times. Okay. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now you can do this. You can use your hands to hold like this. Okay, and rest your forehead on the hand, on your hand. This is called Makarasana. You can do this. Stay there. Keep your eyes closed and try to feel your breath. Relax your belly. Good. For 5 more counts, okay? You should be breathing normally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. So from here, you want to bring your forearm, the whole forearm, to Sphinx pose, okay? So basically you're just using your hands. You must have seen the Sphinx, right? So it's like this. Bring your hands and just look up. Okay, stay there. 1, 2, just keep looking forward. Don't turn your neck. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. So now I'd like to add a little bit challenge, okay? Let's see. So you bend your knees, okay? Both the knees, and try to grab both your ankles. Let's go to Dhanurasana, bow pose. Okay, so you have to lift your knees off the floor and your chest off the floor. Good. Ooh, I see many of you. Very nice. Okay, lift up as high as you can. You're only on your belly, not your chest, not your thighs. Lift up, stay there. 1, 2, pull your knees off the floor. 3, 4, 5, and bring your head down. Let go of your hands and legs. Come back to the Makarasana. Bring your hands in front of you and rest your forehead on the floor. Nice. Okay, now slowly you can press the mat and remember the child's pose we taught in the beginning. So come back to child's pose. So just bend your knees, sit in Vajrasana like this, and then you can just take your hands behind you and rest your forehead. On the floor, stay there and keep breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slowly come up. Okay, and come back and sit in Sukhasana. Well done. Well done. Very good. I'm impressed. Okay. So now the last part is belly breathing. I'm sure you must have heard of it in your school or somewhere else. So breathing deep into your belly. Okay. We did it in the beginning of the class, the 3-part breath. But here we are just going to breathe, use the belly breaths, okay, to calm and relax our body again. So you have to breathe in through your nose. And when you breathe out, imagine you're blowing out a candle. So you do this. Just blowing out a candle using your mouth like that, okay? So let's start. Sit up straight, spine straight. You can place your hand on the belly. Gently. Good. And I want you to close your eyes and try this to really feel inside how it is, how your lungs are expanding, how your belly is expanding. Pay attention to those movements, okay? Keep your eyes closed. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And a breath out. And you can open your eyes. Take your palms and rub your palms, okay? And gently press. This is just saying, oh, you care about yourself. You care about your body and your mind. Okay, and bring your hands to the center of the heart. Like this. Take a soft bow. And thank you so much. Okay, I will now hand over to Pratibha. And she can talk a little bit more about how the session was, and if she wants to add anything, that will be great.
Thank you so much. First of all, I want to say thanks to everyone, all the children also for coming and joining the session today morning. Just to let you know that you don't have to try and remember everything. This is being recorded and this will be on YouTube in a few hours, on our channel. So Anjana, do you have the contact info of all the kids? You can send them, all the children here?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you can send them the recording and you guys can go back and watch and check out, if there's any step that you cannot recall. So that's always an advantage of recording the session. And while you're there, please subscribe to the channel also. And I have already shared part 1's recording also with Anjana. So that also, both recordings she can share with you. So you can keep it and refer to it every now and then. And Anjana, I think you were going to ask a quiz. Are you planning to skip that or ask?
Yes, let's do the quiz. Okay, who wants to answer? Name 3 poses that can help us calm down that we learned today. Who wants to go? Anybody? Remember some of the poses that we did today that helps us calm down? Okay, Drishti?
The sun salutation.
Very good. Okay. And Anais, yeah.
Child pose.
Hmm?
Child pose.
Child's pose. Very nice. Excellent. Yeah, Duty.
Bridge pose.
Bridge pose. Yes. Kanak, come on. You can tell one name. Yes? No? All right. Okay.
Okay, Ines wants to go one more time.
Okay.
Forward bend.
Forward bending, seated forward bend. Yes, very good. Excellent.
Very nice. All right, that's amazing. Do you have any other question, Anjana?
No, I mean, I would love to hear about what you have to say, how the breathing helps calm us down. What exactly happens?
Okay, so when you breathe, especially the belly breath breathing kind of breathing, you are actually moving your diaphragm downward. You are creating more space for the lungs. You all know that the biology of our body, the anatomy and the placement of the organs. So lungs are in the chest. You all know that?
Yeah,
All
lungs.
right.
Mhm.
Right. So our two lungs are in the chest or thoracic cavity,
Mhm.
the space here in the chest, between the front and the back and the sides. So that's a box, right? So you have two lungs there, and below the lungs you have a muscle separator, you can say, that's called diaphragm, that separates the upper part of the body with the lower part of that holds the stomach and the intestines and digestive organs. So usually we end up breathing only from the top. That is called shallow breathing. We are just breathing only from the top 25% of our lungs. So we don't utilize the full capacity of the lungs. Especially when we are stressed, we start to breathe shallow. And then it becomes a vicious cycle. When you start breathing shallow, you're not able to calm those negative stress hormones in your body. So when you do something like a breathing with awareness, so even bringing your attention, when you say awareness, you bring your attention to how am I breathing? Even that can help calm down some of the stress hormones, rapid heartbeat, etc. And as you start to regulate your breath, one is mindfulness, second is regulation. So when you do these techniques, what Anjana has taught today, that you are, holding and regulating your breath, kind of, actually with your hands, you are feeling it and, channeling it. And as you start to do more and more belly breathing, you're creating more space in your chest and more utilization of your lungs and their capacity to hold the oxygen. So when you start doing that, your stress hormones levels in the blood start to fall. Cortisol levels and other negative hormones, they start to fall. You start to feel comfortable in the chest, that rapid palpitation that starts to go away. And uh, the negative effects that you can't actually see, they also start to go away. So just the breathing can be a big stress buster. So sorry about that. So I think if you just take away one thing, that would be breathing. Anjana, I'm going to grab a little water. Why don't you pick up from here?
Yeah, so you don't have to do any of the, I mean, I know we can't do all of the yoga poses all the time, right? So all you have to do is pick one or two, child's pose or just the belly breathing or just the 3-part breathing. Pick one of these. Yoga is a tool. It's a tool. It's like it will give you certain things. So you can pick it up and you can use it in your daily life. So you can pick one of these breathing exercises and then use it in your everyday life. Like I said, it takes 20 seconds, 30 seconds just to practice one breathing exercise, right? So it will help you feel so much better.
Yeah. And remember, breathing can be done anywhere, anytime. So if you're feeling stressed in the class, if you are feeling stressed about homework that you did not finish, or any other thing, an argument with a classmate or anything, remember, this is quick. You don't have to wait till school ends and go and buy something and then take it to help you. This is something you can do anytime, anywhere without disturbing anybody. And it's free. Okay. So breathing is one thing, certainly I would like you to just remember.
Yes.
And it's simple, but it's profound. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. If we organize another session, we will let you know, but continue to practice it daily. Thank you so much, Anjana. This was another
you.
great session, and I'm sure other people who registered but could not make it will use the recording.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Pratibha, and thank you, kids, for coming, and happy summer. Enjoy. Okay.
Yeah, enjoy. And check out the Wholistic Health Alliance website. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Take care. Bye.